1999 all the way through to 2011. It's been a long love affair with beach volleyball here on the SWATCH World Tour in Stavanger, Norway. And it's here we come again for the ConocoPhillips Grand Slam 2011. Very good morning from the southwest coast of Norway. Germany versus Brazil is our first men's semi-final of the day. Brink-Reckermann, world champions here 2 years ago, last time that Norway hosted a tournament. And the team that finished runners-up in the last World Championship a couple of weeks ago in Rome. It's the Brazilians, Marcio Araujo-Ricardo, the veterans who are on such great form in the twilight of their careers. Well, plenty of Norwegian fans already filling up this arena despite the rather inclement weather we're suffering this morning. It's a chilly old 13 degrees out there at the moment. Hence the reason the players are all decked out in lycra underneath those playing shirts of theirs. Not too much wind to speak of. All in all, should be decent conditions for the playing of beach volleyball. Well, the reason, apart from the genuine love for the sport in this area that this court is filling up, is that we have Norway versus Poland in the second semi. First of all, it's time to meet the protagonists of our first. The FIVB heroes will be contesting this match. Julius Brink's now 28. He and his partner, Brink-Reckermann, have suffered a bit of a setback recently. Jonas, the older of the two, 32 years of age. 2 meters tall, and there's a reason they call him Jonas the Wrecking Man Reckermann. He's pretty strong up there in the block. Talking of blockers, not too many better than this man throughout his career. Marcio Araujo-Ricardo, 37 years of age, 1 meter 92, and he's a pretty formidable opponent. There is Marcio. We saw Ricardo sitting down there as well, the big blocker. Marcio is the defender in the back court. I was told last night that there's a saying in Norway, no such thing as bad weather, but bad clothes. Everybody come decked out for the occasion, wrapped up and ready to brave the elements. Of course, we've had such great luck with the weather here for the last 2 years, that perhaps this was the turn of a rainy final 4 days. The news is that it is supposed to fine up and get sunny for the final this afternoon. We shall cross our fingers and hope that that happens. All ready to meet the players then. In the meantime, it's bonjour to Marc Berard of France, the referee. And Yanis Sipinos from Greece is our second referee. Germany then, playing in black today. Looking to reach the final in Stavanger for the first time since the World Championship, with Julius Brink wears number 1. And from Münster, Brink-Reckermann is from the Rhineland. Where's number 2 for Germany? Well, Marcio Araujo is wearing number 2, I can tell you. We'll come on in the wrong order. A little mixed up with the announcer there. Ricardo wearing number 1. Out of your picture. Oh, there he is. Is announced as number 1. Time for a fair play handshake, and then it's down to business. All about getting through to the final. Marcio and Ricardo, excellent form recently towards the end of last season. They're in semi-finals on a regular basis. In fact, they've been in every semi-final for quite a while now. Best part of a year. Stavanger last year didn't enjoy themselves. Got stuck in country quota, but it all happened after that for them. Semis in Stad. And since then, they've just missed Prague and Beijing. Julius Brink then with the first serve of the day. I'll be hoping for better than that as the morning goes on. One of the top servers in the world on his day, Julius. This team not so much about serving. Well, the big blocking of Ricardo and the excellent defensive play of Marcio in the backcourt. There's an example of that. Nice scoop up. Here is Marcio. And it's a top stall for the Brazilians. Marcio lefty, of course. That changes the angle of attack for a lot of these spikes. Julius Brink couldn't deal with that one. 2-0 Brazil. High ball toss for Marcio. He's looking powerful early doors. Reckermann gets up, gets down quickly too. Big side out for Germany. Let's get themselves ticking away on the scoreboard. And this is how it happened. No surprise to see the Brazilians serving to Reckermann. Long way to get down for him from 2 meters. Nice high bump from Ricardo. Sets up Marcio, but there's the block. So Jonas Reckermann, so many problems with injuries since he won his World Championship title. A couple of operations as well. There he is, rising high again and building the wall over the spike. Ricardo, nice little roll. Measured it well. Few Brazilian fans over in the crowd will have enjoyed this. Right through the middle of the block from Reckermann, completely missed time. Brink struggling to get that. Ricardo lines it again, Reckermann the target. Just as the Germans will no doubt enjoy serving to Ricardo when they can. Brink now. Ricardo cannot replicate with a block. Germany full level at 3-3. Well, what a transformation. A year since Ricardo and Marcio were stuck in the country quota at this very event. Ricardo, remember, a previous winner on 4 occasions here. Marcio himself also a winner with Fabio Magalhães. Coming in 2007 in what was a golden year for them. World Championship win, of course. So 4-3 Brazil as we go to the side change. Just after 11 AM in the morning here. Those of you tuning in around the world, crowd pouring in bit by bit. Brink, nice high set, and it sets up Reckermann to finish beautifully. All the time in the world to plan his attack there. All about placement, the delicacy of the touch. Kind of disappointed that he's beaten. Hasn't yet made one of those big blocks. Nice dig down from Marcio. Looks to play it down the line. Third touch says has to go over here. Reckermann, and succeeds. Nice play from the pairing who couldn't come back to this arena and defend their Stavanger swords last season. The first time they'd ever won here, of course. 2009, the first year they played together as a partnership. Brink previously partnering Christoph Diekmann. Jonas Reckermann used to play with Batska. And there's Reckermann, the wrecking man as they call him. Big block that to open up a 2-point lead. Nice high bump, Marcio attack. It's Brink's turn to try and kill the ball. Marcio's there. On the angle. Too hot for Brink to handle. And that's a big point for the Brazilians. Just make sure that the German team aren't able to run away with things early on. Opening up a sizable early lead. And they're looking to win a Grand Slam for the first time since 2009 in Moscow. What a final that was as well. Ricardo involved with his former partner Manuel. 3 sets, it went all the way. Nice set. Easy enough for Reckermann to finish that one off. Just beyond the block of Ricardo. Blocking cross court but leaving the line exposed. All that concentration from Julius Brink. Not the result he wanted though. We talked about their Grand Slam win in Moscow. They've had excellent placing since then, just once down to the Final Four in Klagenfurt the same year. Last year they finished 4th in Rome, 3rd in Moscow, 2nd in Poland, starting a Blanket. And of course 2nd at the Beijing Grand Slam, the Germans. And as they re-extend their lead to 2. Reckermann serve into the net. Brings Ricardo to the line. .32-year-old German disappointed there. Lovely high set. Marcio's down, but looked like he went down in installments there. They're going to be such a bit of a Jekyll and Hyde team, this Brazilian side. They're one of the most senior in terms of accumulative years. Marcio in particular has had the physio out on more than one occasion this week. And again, it wouldn't be Marcio if that didn't happen. Disappointment from Julius Brink though. Not really managed to get into top gear as far as the serve is concerned this morning. Have lost already this week. In fact, they lost in pool play to Gregor Swiatek and Marius Prudel, who are also in the 2nd semi-final. A couple of 3-setters against Brazil and the United States. Ricardo up for Marcio, and that is a venomous hit cross court. Exactly what the Brazilians needed. Back to 9-all. They're in the game now. Marcio serving cross court into Reckermann. Up against Ricardo in the block. It's a nice line roll. Pretty regulation stuff, but it had to be executed well. Ricardo, he's not yet found his blocking mojo. Just rolling it around the arms. Leaving enough of the line to aim at. Reckermann's float serve in towards Marcio. Change of the angle. And so much space to just clip the ball into. It's a 10 apiece. That's point before the technical timeout coming up. Oh, Ricardo unable to block. Marcio was there with the defence though. Chance for the kill. Called in. And that's a huge point for the Brazilians. Just edging themselves ahead for the first time in the match as they sit down for the technical timeout. Well, the German team already beaten Rogers and Dalhouser this week. Of course, it's not been the most consistent. And that loss against Poland in pool play. Did struggle through in 1 hour and 4 minutes against Rogers and Dalhouser yesterday. Tight all affair, losing the first set by... winning the first set 21-19, losing the second 23-21 when they thought they might have had it racked up. 15-10 in the third. Brazilians, meanwhile, yet to pick up their first gold medal together as a team, which is perhaps a surprise to some of you. Second on 2 occasions, 3 fourth place finishes, and there were 2 bronzes as well sandwiched in between that. So 8th Final Four appearance today. Will the gold finally arrive? Well, if they can get through this, whoever they face in the final, you'd feel they were favourites. Certainly on paper, although with the Norwegian crown behind Stavanger and Skadlund, you certainly can't count them out. That's if they get through their semi. Reckermann. Ooh, Ricardo making his position. Locking out there. He's starting to turn up at least. He won't be worried, the man from Salvador. He now resides in João Pessoa. Oh, a strange old serve from Julius Brink. Nothing really working for him on the jumps over the first part of this first set. Started to serve from way behind the line, but went way long as well with it. Brings Marcio to the line now. Cross-court block signalled by Ricardo.
De tyske gutta her, de har gode erfaringer fra Stavanger. I 2009 så vant de faktisk VM her i byen. Ja.
So just dinked in front of Marcio to try and attack, peeling off, and all the space in the world to aim at there for Marcio Araujo. Whatever the Brazilian cry is for no one, no one. And it would have been appropriate there. They'll know. Good to see the support lodged in. And Brazilians also always seem to have a healthy following in this part of the world. Ricardo thought he might have made it there. In the end, he's been called for reaching over. He's getting there in stages, isn't he? Next, you feel has to be the successful block. We'll see. As Brink serves, this time it's in. Target Marcio, just to vary things, just about called out. Oh, Marcio thinks it's in. Celebrating the point. Turns around and look at the happy face of Jonas Reckermann, who thought he'd won it himself. And he has. He's only 14-13 to the good now. Each, and this is where any differences in score start to matter. Those of you who might be tuning in for the first time, we go to 21 in each volleyball sets. 2 points, the clear margin of victory acquired. First team to 2 sets is the winner. Loaded a little long from the left hand of Marcio. 18 wins on the World Tour for him. That's those with his previous winner, Fabio Luiz Magalhães. 16th season for each of these Brazilian players, though. Certainly know what it's all about. And there's the demonstration. Certainly worth another look as well. Ricardo up against Brink. Good defensive play by the Brazilians. It's passed to buy them some time deep into the court. Second attempt though, it's easily won. Brink nicely set up again. Nice solid play from both teams. Marcio this time helpless to watch it go beyond him. Julius Brink with this time float serve from the line. But again finds the net. It has cost his team more than enough points in this first set.
Tidligere år i Roma så endte Brasil opp på en andreplass. Tyskland de kom på tredje.
Now then, net touch. Certainly some movement there. Nothing wrong with that though. Nothing at all. German team with a slight advantage in that every time they side out here they're a point ahead. Not too much in it though. Crowd captivated by this match early doors. Good news is it stopped raining. Still plenty of grey matter in the air though. There's a set from Marcio. Ricardo kills the ball and kills it absolutely stone dead. 17 points apiece. He retains serve. And look at that change of the angle. Positions it to perfection. Ricardo shoves it in between the two players. Reckermann takes it on, up against him in the block. Hammers it beyond the big hands of Ricardo. Marcio powerless to prevent anything as well. Germany ahead.
18 poeng nå til Tyskland. 1 poeng mer enn Brasil.
Brink with a good serve this time. In towards Marcio, he looks to respond. And it's a strong armed response he did expect. 18 all, remembering that this Brazilian team has also been beaten this week in full play. Not too many people have got off scot-free, I can tell you, and unbeaten. This is a Grand Slam after all. Great set defeat by Koskalev and Seminole with Russia doing for them in 39 minutes. Also bitten 2 United States teams on their way through though. But wide is from Brink. Brazilians can't make the movement enough to get down and cover the line. Germany edging closer towards that possible first set point chance. There was the point that made it 19-18 again. Oh, the crowd counting them down. And they didn't disappoint the shouts either. Solidly worked move by the boys in green. German defensive tactics leaving so much sand to aim at. Nice high set for Brink. There's not much victory for the defence so far in this match. Germany will have the first set point chance. Crowd rise to their feet. This has gone with sad art for quite a while. Brink to serve, and unfortunately true to form today. So we continue inside out. Remember, there is no room on the score here. From now on, it is a 2-point game, quite simply. Whichever team opens up a gap of 2 will take the lead. Marcio attempting to do that. Now this time the counting's in German. It's out though. And finally some delight for Brazil. It's their set point chance. German team now need to side out to prevent themselves going a set down. And it was an unforced error really. Kudos to Ricardo for blocking the line off well. Marcio to serve. The rain stops to fall again. Reckermann, nice high set for Brink to hit. Oh, it took a touch on the way through. Marcio positioned himself well in fact. Disappointed it didn't reach him. Just brushing the fingers of Ricardo, or the shoulder I should say. So 21 all. Still with a slight advantage in the fact that When they side out, they'll have the set point chance, if of course they do. Let's see. Well, Germans claiming that that wasn't the greatest of attacks. Of course, no tipping allowed in beach volleyball. Mike Barat saw it fairly close. He's convinced that it was legal. Let's take a look for ourselves. Nice high bump set from Ricardo. That's a little pat down. With those fingers closed. Brink sets wide. Ricardo up there, unable to influence things. Germany saved their second set point. Well, they kept the cool well here. Brazil setting up quite tight defensively. Julius Brink desperately needs to get some of these serves right. Brink-Reckermann might peel off here, but he won't get the chance to do. So, set point chance number 3. Disappointment for Germany. They must again work hard to stay in this first set. Crowd still on their feet, as you'd expect. Marcio down the line. Reckermann's up there again. It's a powerful spike. Really had to watch his back there. But the full force of his hand through it. It's 23 apiece. Brazil failed yet again in that quest to take the lead. Reckermann just floats the ball in front of the net. Marcio dealt with it decently. Now then, pulled out, but there was a touch. Brazil again will have the chance. This time on the Ricardo serve. There's that bump again. Fingers brushing the ball. Here comes Ricardo. Serve and go to block straight away. He'll be up against Julius Brink this time though. Fancy his chances. He got there, but only able to block out. Oh, look at these two teams on paper. You'd expect a tight battle. It's exactly what we're getting here in Stavanger. Reaching across. Brink squeezing the ball between the block and the antenna. And Reckermann is soundly beaten. The set point again. Fifth opportunity now to take the lead. Both these teams have played many a tight set this week. Marcio's left-handed serve into Brink. Ricardo fancies his chances against the smaller of the German team. Marcio though unable to control things. All the disappointment of seeing another chance going begging. This is how it did. Brute force of Brink. As you can see, safely landing beyond the line. Oh, Reckermann got there. Marcio not too concerned though. Lockout means that he'll get another set point chance. Brink also covering the line well, as you can see. German's unlucky there. They need to ride their luck again once more. Ricardo to take the set. Decent serve. Reckermann. There's Ricardo. There's the all-important block, and that is the big point that brings up the first set in favour of Brazil. Well, they stood tall. They stood solid for so long. Say 5 set points to the German team. Ricardo turning up for the block, albeit fairly late. It's the only one he's produced in this first set, really. But my, oh my, does it matter. So, it has been a first set, an attritional first set. Blow by blow. many rallies. Getting the defensive side of game, not having too much success. Brink-Reckermann must now gather their ideas and attempt the balls of work. This is how the first set was won. Plenty of interesting net play. Again, success in the shape of blocking, good defence in the backcourt. Really wasn't appearing for either side. Julius Brink had a nightmare on serve as well. Certainly be hoping to bring that part of his game to the fore in the second set. Really adds another dimension to this service bearings ability. Till they find it, they might continue to struggle. So with the first set won by the finest of margins and on the finer details, it's time to head to set two and see if this German team can force it aside and keep their options of contesting the gold medal alive. Brink sets up for Reckermann. Nice roll. They're on the right path.
Husk at vinnerne her, de satser på at de skal møte Spinja-paret i finalen.
Ricardo sadly beaten. Marcio able to get there behind him.
Først, men det går bra.
Brink. Back jump serving. This time it's a good one. Cross court into Marcio. There's the response, but Brink is there. That's now for him to go for the kill. It is a wonderful spike. Dead centre in the court. Now it'll be very interesting to see how the second set starts. So often Ricardo and Marcio take the first set of a match quite tightly and then seem to go to sleep. It is pretty incredible the amount of three-set matches they've had to play in Final Fours. Can they stay awake long enough and in the game long enough to compete and finish this in two sets? German team started well. Marcio looking for a response and he finds it. Needed the lightest of touches, as you can see. 83.6 kilometers per hour. Brink now cranking up the speed. Got that service radar working. But it was Marcio taking all the pace off the ball to win the point here. Look at it spinning away agonizingly in front of the dive of Julius Brink. Nice high set wide. Set for Ricardo, and you can hear the encouragement. Hit that on the angle, said Marcio. Exactly what he did. The set was lovely. Really gave him all the time in the world to plan his angle of attack. Julius Brink couldn't find an answer. Ricardo up there, beaten though. Well, Brazilian sets out. Ball is out as a clear cry. Mark Birai will come down here and have a look. Of course, with the wet sand, it should be easy to see. Those clay court tennis fans of you out there. It's a fairly similar situation once the ball is out. You can quite clearly see the mark. Now then, see if we can see. There's the slow-mo. Well, called in. Let's see what the referee has to say. Both teams lining up to serve.
The ball mark is out. The ball didn't touch the line, so it's a point for Brazil.
Well, well, well. Disappointment for the German team. Here we go again. See if we can take a better look. Well, again, so difficult from that angle. but it was right in front of the second referee. Hence the reason he called Marc Laurent down there straight away to have a good look at it himself. He is the man, as the main referee, who makes the final decision. Ball has to touch some part of the line to be in. Nowhere near the line there. Germany side out. But we're back to a side out game with Brazil clawing that early advantage back. The first side change. Brazil moved to the left-hand side of a screen. Remember, set up if you're joining us slightly late. 27-25 in what was a tight first encounter. As you're looking to join us for the second semi-final, Norway versus Poland, 12:30 local time. You're watching Brazil versus Germany here. Prize a place to contest the gold medal match in Stavanger. Ricardo. Marcio, brilliantly kept alive. Reckermann will kill it though. Oh, they did well just to stay in that there. Marcio excellently down. I can tell you how you picture. Despite losing the point, Ricardo applauding him. This is why. Superb diving dig with the right hand. Ricardo scooping it up nicely as well. But it was a gift really for Reckermann. Marcio to finish. No, says Brink. Denied straight away. Well, they look to go over him too. He tried to set it over the net there. And in the end, it's worked against them. Oh, the way Ricardo walks away. He's slightly disappointed with the chance and the decision taken by his teammate. This is why. Had to get all that way down and unable to control it. Real venom in the hit by Julius Brink.
Men den var ikke mye å telle på.
Marcio, nice high jump serve, cross corner towards Brink. And there's Ricardo again with the block. It's kept alive though. Germany should keep it in. Ricardo will look to finish. It's poked long down the line. And that is a very big point won by the Brazilians. Just on a couple of occasions the German team has threatened to open up a lead in the second set. Each time Brazil have come back and sided out well. They really had to work in extremis there. Marcio's serve is powerful. Control not really there. Ricardo is there. Or Muro, the big wall as they call him in Brazil. Stands tall. And Brazil are ahead for the first time in set two. They made a big one right on the last point. And he just started to make those positions again. Look at that reach. Might have just been landing in. That's out though. Service long from Marcio. Just trying to get the two to play at it. Common serve straight down the middle. Reckermann not taking any chances. Again, judged it very well. Julius Brink then. Been serving better in set two. A run up though, goes from deep behind the line in towards Marcio. Sets up that left hand spike of his. In the end, it's rolled quite nicely. Picked his spot and found it, quite simply.
Ja, Brasil da. Et lite poeng foran Tyskland. Det kan fort snu.
The Brazilians not able to make it this time. Now the block, no defense. Julius Brink though, riding on the crest of adrenaline that comes with winning a point. And the pressure is on this German team. This set needs to be theirs if they have any chance of going through to the final. Reckermann, decent serve, dug out by Marcio. It'll be that left hand of his again. Into the block this time. Reckermann got close. Close wasn't enough though. (9-8) then. Still fairly close as Ricardo signals across court block. Little delay whilst Ricardo moved. No screening allowed, of course, which means both receiving players have to be able to see the ball on the server. And they saw the ball hit the sand there quite nicely. Bob on the line, in fact. The vent off quite angrily there from Ricardo. Ricardo, lovely high bump set, sets up Marcio, unable to win the point though. No kill there as Brink will try it. Ricardo's there, and now Germany with 2 points on the spin, edge ahead themselves. There really is a seesaw momentum today. I think he was happy about it, do you? Oh, measured to perfection. Set for just a nanosecond. Looked that it might be drifting a little too far behind Ricardo then. Really had to watch an arch his back. In the end, it turned out to be set up fairly nicely for him. Waiting for the block, gets it. Brink's there. Ricardo again, but Reckermann takes his spot, finds it, and that is a beautifully won point with real composure from the German team. No panic when Ricardo won the block, and this was the final response. On the angle, not much to aim at, but he certainly hit his mark. There's that first block again. So 11-10, they lead at the technical timeout. But there's just a point in it in that first set. Here, just trading that double from near mid. Also got a nasty bang in the face from his partner early on in the week. Staying on the outer courts, having to take a medical timeout as both players fell, going for the same ball. Was trying to continue there, and of course they eventually won. And the crowd cheers on the return of the Brazilians. And the Germans as well. Reckermann cross court. This is Marcio. Set up nicely on that left hand of his. Had the option to go on the angle, nobody there. Should to take on both players down the line. And with some success too. Ricardo with the touch, Marcio's there, but of course unable to make the pass. Not very easy. Down low and diving, of course. just down the line. Here's Ricardo. Nicely played. Put it to Reckermann though, again making his position. Same old story really here in set 2. And maybe 1 or 2 more blocks. Once more it is the attacking side of things that's having much more success. Brink will set up nicely. And he made his position again. Cross court, Marcio was there, but the control was really lacking. Thunderbolt set down by Reckermann. 13-12. Germany siding out to go 1 ahead. Service was strong, but it was well controlled by Ricardo. Good response by Reckermann. Ricardo tries again, this time cuts it across the net. Brink has gone to the line, so much space to go for. Still taking advantage of it. Had to be quick to get down there. It's a long way down, remember, for Ricardo and Reckermann at the net. There's that big outstretched reach. Simple regulation move. Here we go once again. A bit of play that sent Ricardo moping off in the backcourt to ponder things. High bump from Ricardo. Aim wide, aimed on the angle and aimed for the line. Germany pick up the point as it's called out. Take a look for ourselves. Again, it was close. But the ball mark quite clearly centimetre or so beyond the line. Big point in the match now. Germany 2 points ahead as we get to the business end of set 2. Remember, it is they who are required to win this second set in order to force it aside. Brazil is set up. Arno and Marcio need to hit back themselves if they want to finish it in 2. There's the first of those. Off the head of Julius Brink, and I felt that. A good response from Brazil to side out straight away. But remember, they're a point down now. Arno will go to block. He'll be up against Julius Brink. There's Marcio. Third touch this. Has to make it and does. Well, no sooner than they go 2 down. And it's equal back up straight away. What a response from Brazil. Big character to come straight back. So frustrating as well for the German team. You're a European fan, and things haven't made too pretty watching yet. They certainly won't be getting any better with that block. Ball's still alive though. Once more from Brink-Reckermann. That's something they've done very well today. Starting to make those spots, no panic. Reckermann and Brink. Being at the very highest level of this sport. Marcio. Well. Reckermann thinks it should be his point. Right in front of referee Montferrand. A couple of adjustments in the Seafield has gone against him. Let's have a look. Oh, no net touch. Apiece. Marcio comes to the serve. Targets Brink. Ricardo starting to get some success against him. That's a Lovely, lovely measured spike though, right onto the back line. Crowd still building in anticipation of the second semi-final that involved the host nation. Brazilian flag though. Shown off by those supporting the South American team. Ricardo. Set drifting, oh, dangerously close to the net there. Well, he's still alive though with Marcio aiming on the angle, aiming in his face. Out of your picture. Oh, in it. German team just lamenting a bit of miscommunication. Somebody was blocking line, there was nobody cross court. Once you get into the heat of a rally, it is so difficult to keep up that communication. Especially on a noisy centre court. Brink then from well behind the line. Ricardo made the block. Second time though, Marcio will get there. Chance for him to kill and Brazil to go ahead. Brink's there. Good rally this, or at least it was. Brazil claiming that there's a bit of carrying going on. In the end, they're so mixed up that they're aimed at each other again. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Marcio still having a word about the carrying. It doesn't matter because Brazil have crept ahead. And what a time in the match to do so. It's forced a timeout. Mark Barrage giving the signal. I'm sure we'll have a chance to review all that bit of action again right now. So it's all going well for these guys. Oh, that's rally full of incidences. There was the end of it. Yet again, those German players almost colliding, going for the same ball. That's something they're having a chat about now. Earlier on in the rally, again getting mixed up with each other. That's what forced the set over the net. But Julius Brink perhaps should have been called for carrying, according to the Brazilians. Referee probably quite rightly judged it to be correct. And in the end, there was not too much argument for these guys, considering they picked up the point. Well, this is only the second meeting between these two teams. Didn't play against each other last year. Did meet in Beijing last month. In the second round. Ricardo Sanders knocked out by Brink-Reckermann on that occasion. 3 sets it went to. It was a long all match lasting a minute short of an hour. Brazil with a slight advantage here. Set up. As they slide out. Which they won't do. It could have gone 2 points up. Germany though, able to draw level. Ricardo takes down the sting out of the serve before killing the ball dead. Marvellously played by Ricardo. Reckermann again in conversation with the referee. Took the pace right off it. Not too many balls on the court. Brazil edging close to a match point opportunity. Germany again under pressure to respond with Brink. Marcio's there, now a chance for Brazil. Up for the left-hander again, there it is. Could that be the key point in this match? One thing it's certainly done is bring up a match point. Brink and Reckermann seeding at the wrong time. Dear oh dear. It has been so tight throughout this match. They've matched each other throughout it. But of course, at this end of the set, on both occasions, when Brazil have come to the fore. Marcio got scored into Brink. Up against Ricardo now from way down the line. He had to get it inch perfect. And Brink saved the first match point with a hit on the angle, right top on the line. Here we go again. Not too much power, had to get the precision perfect. So then, Brazil. Slide out will be good enough here. Brink needs to get the serve right. into Marcio. It'll be he with a chance for the kill. There it is, Brazil into the final. Will this be the tournament that they finally bet their first goal together? Germany putting up a big, strong, stern fight as you'd expect from Brink-Reckermann. Not really their day though. They lost the points, the key points to the key moments. Brazil are there, and this is how they made that final step to the final. So a job well done by Ricardo and Marcio. They'll move on into the final. Marcio going over to those few Brazilian fans in the crowd and showing off the fact that the South American nation is in the final yet again. Remember, they lost the World Championship final, second on that occasion. They're second in semi, 27-25, 21-19, and taking it after a very, very tough, as I said in the first set, and I'll repeat it again, contritional fight to the death. Well, they've been beaten 2 sets to 0, but it has been so close for these guys. A couple of points really in the whole match making the difference. Brink-Reckermann though must now think about bronze. They'll play the loser of the second semi-final, Norway versus Poland, which is coming up at 12:30 local time in around 35 minutes from now. So Ricardo and Marcio the winners. Quick look at how things got underway. Germany with Brink not on top form with service in the first set. 5 set pointers came and went. Germany also having a set point chance in the first set. But of course when Ricardo turned up to the blocking party is when things started to make the difference in set 2. Gained the point 1 at 18 all, really changed things. 2018 match point came up, first was saved, the second was a success. Brazil are in the final and they'll face either Norway or Poland, the winners of which will be decided in around an hour to an hour and a half's time. So Marcio salutes the Brazilian fans clad away there in the corner. They'll now go off and rest and recover in time for this afternoon's final. Brazil will face the winners of Poland and Norway, a match for which we hope you'll join us beginning in just over half an hour's time here in Stavanger. For now though, we shall see you in a while. It is goodbye from all of us in Norway.